This is Michael with Buffalo Finances. I took a break from doing some tax work and I decided I was going to use that time to go to Reddit and read some stuff about small businesses. I'm part of a lot of small business groups and I saw something interesting I figured I'd share with you. So here we go. Let me pull up the information. So this nice gentleman who will remain anonymous said, I just discovered some shady financial ongoings in my business, dot, dot, dot. And I'll just read this whole post to you. Before I get into it, I know, I need a lawyer, get an accountant, etc. I know that's the good advice and all. Maybe I just need to vent. I've been in business for 14 years. My business partner has been in business for going on 11 years as my partner. For all this time, she has been the head of all things finances, pay, expenses, taxes, all that. After doing an audit of the numbers, I discovered that she has been underpaying me. Oh no. This year, I am light over $10,000. That's a lot of cash. This spawned me to go and recheck previous numbers and previous year's numbers. And this is where I found a really big shady thing. I think I found a really big shady thing that she's been doing. We have a weird business that, without getting into the details, we both operate under a single LLC, a 50-50 pass-through corporation, meaning our profits just pass straight through to us. Our pay is different because we offer two different pieces of a bigger pie. However, when I went through last year's numbers, I looked at what the tax form said versus what I actually paid. There's a $55,000 difference, which means her pay has been reduced by $55,000, which means I have been paying her tax bill for God knows how long. How long has this been going on? How in trouble is she? How in trouble am I? I don't want to get her into legal trouble. I just want her to get out of the LLC. I started the business and she was a great help over the growing years, but now she's checked out of the business and does less and less while underpaying me and has me paying her taxes. I'm so angry right now I could spit. I brought up the underpayments to her this past weekend, and the response was instant gaslighting and making me out to be the problem. Like I said, get a lawyer, get an accountant. I know. I just need to let some of this steam off. All right, so this is the gentleman who likes Mr. Rogers. This is his post, and I'm very confused about how he thinks things work, and his details are very vague. So he might just be not sharing enough details to understand what's going on here. But he said a couple things that I'm just going to address. First of all, if you can't talk to your partner, and you're in a partnership, 50-50 partnership, you can't talk to them about finances and it doesn't make sense, then you should not be partners. If you have to go to strangers and say, hey, strangers, give me advice, then you should not be in this position. 14 years, you've been in business for a long time, 11 years with the partner, you should definitely have a good relationship with your partner. And if you don't, you have to eliminate the partnership. So the first major thing is people don't just get out of partnerships. You don't just exit a partnership. One partner will have to buy the other partner, which means that this person he's having a difficult time with, he's going to have to give her money. That's how you buy somebody out. If she owns 50% of the company, and let's say it's worth $1 million, you have to give her $500,000. There's lots of ways to do that. You can do it over time. You can do it with some bartering. You can switch her to a contractor and that kind of thing. Lots of solutions to that problem, but it is a problem, and it should have been dealt with the partnership agreement that got set up 11 years ago when the other person came into the partnership, when this lady came into his partnership. And that's the first major issue. The second issue is this guy does not understand how taxes work. Unless there's something that's a really important detail he's leaving out here, he does not understand how taxes work. He's delegated this to or handed this off to the other partner because he clearly doesn't like this thing. And this is what rereading something you said last year when I went through the numbers, I looked at what my tax form said and our profits, what my tax form said I made versus how much I was actually paid, and there is a $55,000 difference. Okay, I'm a certified public accountant. The amount of profits your business made and how much profit was assigned to you and the amount that the business paid you as a distribution, they're never going to be the same. It's really, really, really hard to make those things the same because that would mean that as soon as you made a dollar as profit, you paid it to yourself. That's crazy. So that with real numbers, if the business made, let's say the business made $1 million, and therefore $500,000 is your earnings, like that's how much profit the company made. That's how much you're taxed on. If you have $445,000 distributed to you, that's the number you've been distributed. That has nothing to do how much you get taxed. It has nothing to do with it at all. Nothing. So he is comparing how much money he received to how much money he got taxed on. And there's just no relationship there. They should be kind of close, you would think, if you're distributing profits on a regular basis, but they're not going to match. Okay, so that is something that I figured everyone has to learn in the business world. Partnerships are very, very complicated because it's hard to make everything fair. That's exactly what's going on here. This gentleman thinks things are not fair, and I feel bad for him. So I hope that he can get out of it. If Mr. Rogers ever finds me and I can assist him, I'm happy to assist him. But that's where I'm going to leave things off now, and I'm going to go back to doing some tax work. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon in another video.